Here's a little more dating advice from a gentleman that's 50 years old. And one of my good friends of mine, he's actually right now in the process of dating. And he says he keep meeting the same people over and over and over again. And I said, what do you think is the problem here? He said, well, clearly it's them. I said, "Hmm." I said, can you control them? He said, no, I can't. I said, exactly. Only person you control is yourself. That's it. So guess what you need to work on? Yourself. He said, how can I do that? I said, start working out. Well, Junior, I think I'm in decent shape already. I'm pretty thin already. I said, yeah, I understand that. But working out gives you confidence that you actually tackled something difficult, something challenging that day. So it actually works on confidence too. It works on. So when you walk in a room here, also gives you a little more structure in your shirt here. Make sure your shirt feels full out of it, your pants and stuff like that. Get your body fat down a little bit here. Makes you a little more possibly appealing to the opposite sex, possibly. But with that said, that I told him also too he can work on for this individual. Maybe he can work on even his teeth and all. I told him, he can do that. Or I told him also too he could probably all depends where he's at to. Maybe go different places instead of going to the same place you went to before. One thing I said to him too is that everybody that comes in your life is are not or shouldn't be allowed in your life. That you get to choose who you allow in your life. If you're not meeting the right people, then guess what? You're allowing these people in your life here. You notice something that wasn't right at day 25 with them, and you're like, okay, but you bypass that. Oh no, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. You get to choose that. But of course, there's consequences whatever you choose now. So if you know something here, and of course, everybody have their own opinion of how many chance to give people and stuff like that. If it's a red flag here, red flag here, red flag here, then I guess they're out of the game here. But if there's a whole bunch of green flags, then of course go with it. But you get to choose that. That's the whole key thing here. You have choice on that right there. You have. So basically, I was trying to tell him that the only thing you really control is yourself in dating. That's what you really can't control. You can't control the other person at all. But you get to control who you allow in your life and all that. You see a red flag, personally myself, if I see, possibly two, maybe three red flags, that's it. And it may be shorter than that, possibly. All depends on the situation and what are the red flags like that. But of course, we want green flags over here. That's what we want. So work on yourself. That is the greenest flag of all. Working on yourself here. And then, of course, you get to choose on who you allow in your life here. You're Dr. J. Harris. What dating tips there? Hopefully that will help that. Hopefully, let me say that again. Hopefully that helps out. I'm going to leave that in there. I'm not going to erase that. Hopefully that helps you guys out. I'm about to go to sleep and get some more energy here and get some more rest. Take care, guys. Talk to you soon.